Everybody loves a good underdog story, whether it's on a real-life sports stage or in a movie.
Yes.
What were some of your favorite aspects about this particular underdog story?
I think I loved the fact that we were blending this father and son tale. And they had a long way to go. They couldn't be more distant when the film begins. That and this idea of second chances, of redemption, that really the underdog story is not only the father, played by me, it's the son as well, who's lost his mother and was abandoned by his father, and this robot. And it's unbelievable to me. It's this trilogy, really, of redemption. And I've seen the movie with many audiences, and people clap and cheer, they cry. My kids really feel for Adam. My mother-in-law, my wife were really feeling for the father and son. It's sort of, it works on many levels for different ages.
They're cheering a lot for the boxing, which of course you trained for with Sugar Ray, and he said that you had the right intensity, the right body, but there had to have been some challenges. What were those challenges in getting ready for the role?
I had done a fair bit of boxing leading up to it. For Wolverine, I train at a boxing gym. It's one of the things I do to stay fit, because let me tell you, boxers are about as fit, them and ballet dancers, I would have to say. And so I'd done that, but when I went to Sugar Ray, I was quietly confident. He'd be like, oh wow, surprising. And he wasn't. He was pretty much like, buddy, my name's on this film, we've got some work to do. So he took me to task and we got to work straight away, probably 3 or 4 months before the film.
Even though he was hard on you in that capacity, he's still a really nice guy. Right?
Nicest guy.
Okay, so how is it that boxers are able to like flip that switch? A lot of athletes do that too. Yeah.
Sugar Ray is unlike almost any, first of all, one of the greatest boxers of all time, but his transition into life post-boxing is as good as it can be. I mean, he's still, by the way, he still looks like he was never hit once. He's so handsome. And he still looks young, and he's happy, and funnily enough, he's got another young family, and he feels like when he was with his first family, he was so busy, he didn't have the time with them. You know, he's, in a way, enjoying his second chance.
Everybody is talking, and these robots move like real fighters, and I know that's thanks to you. So there had to have been some challenges, though, in your role helping with the film. Can you talk about that?
You know, that when I first was asked to undertake this project, I didn't quite know what to expect. So having a chance to work with Hugh Jackman, my main objective with him was to not just make him look like a fighter, but be the fighter, be the ex-fighter, be the trainer, because it's a relationship that the trainer has with his fighter, and it's very intimate. It's like Angelo Dundee and myself. We are very intimate. In other words, he didn't have to say much because I kind of read his eyes. It was an incredible surprise to see how well these robots could operate and box and punch. They were so agile, so human-like. I took my kids and my wife and my mother-in-law, and the kids, at some point in the movie, the kids were screaming, going crazy because of the excitement. And then at some point in the movie, my wife and my mother-in-law were crying. So it's about family too. I loved the experience.
Now, Hugh told me that when he came to you, he said, I had kind of a quiet confidence. You know, I felt like I could do this well. He said, but you put him in his place pretty quickly.
I kind of threw a few body shots and let him know that who's the boss and what I still could do, I used to do. But it was great. I mean, Hugh is such a perfectionist. And in fact, that he listened to what I had to say, and he would digest it, and the next day I would see him, improvement.
Wow. And during your illustrious career, you were known for some of your flair, so to speak. And did you feel compelled to kind of we saw Adam develop a little bit and incorporate some of that in his boxing?
I did. I just kind of, you know, whether it's bolo punch or just my foot movement, and because I always took boxing as an art. You know, I was very artistic, and and in fact, I even choreographed my fights in my head before I took on an opponent. So there was a lot of me in the movie that you'll see every now and then.
Fighting has changed.